Oh, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a very special video. I think it's going to be pretty good. We are heading to PBIR today, so they ended up resuming the autocross league. I don't know if the whole championship thing is still going on. Today's video, we're gonna figure out if throwing coils on your car actually makes you faster. I'd like to say that I have a lot of data on this track, especially right, our little go-kart track for autocross at PBIR, but we have the last recorded times. It was a 52.01, and today we're gonna see if we can break that. It's actually extremely similar conditions to when we hit a 52.01. So we'll see how it goes, and afterwards I'm probably gonna take some pictures here because this is pretty sick. And hopefully we win today, because I'd love to continue the streak we're having and also just get faster. But we got some friends that are coming who are extremely fast, so that's gonna be difficult to do. We'll find out if I can hold it down. You know, I know what I know, and we're just gonna see how we do. I'm hoping for the best, obviously, and I really just don't want to hold back too much, especially knowing what I know, having the experience that I have at this track so far. I think I just need to hammer it down. So I will see you guys in a little bit when we're on track. All right, boys, we are officially live. We are on track, ready to go. It is so damn hot out, but hopefully we can get some good times. I'm gonna experiment with these new coilovers, see if this really is the answer, or did I just make my experience even worse? We get a nice launch out of this GTR. It's pretty cool. Probably only the second time I've seen one at autocross. I doubt he's gonna go full ham, but Jesus Christ. Feels like a go-kart immediately. This alignment is so good. Like, that felt really fast. Holy shit. All ready to go. felt good. Felt pretty smooth. I think I can push it harder. Finding the limit is always tough when you push the limit out, but I'm pretty sure I can go a little harder than that. The alignment, I'm telling you, is like, it feels freaking perfect. It's just amazing. All right, third run means it's go time. Full send time. We're gonna see how we do. The second lap felt even better. Hoping the tires can at least get warm in by lap 3. But we're gonna find out. It would be really good if we do get 4 laps, but I'm just not sure at this point how many laps we do indeed get. That felt amazing. This car really does feel really good in the corners. Like, it's really good. We gotta see if those times though, if it actually affected my timing or if it just feels like it. Because I know you can get a lot of placebo kind of effects with suspension mods. Alright guys, we were officially getting our ass kicked by a bunch of Miatas, and you know, I'm pretty used to that. We gotta really push this shit. We're only hitting 54s right now, which is 2 seconds off of my latest fastest time here. We were obviously getting used to the suspension still, like a lot. But I'm realizing I just need to push it like way harder, because on that last session we didn't once find the limit, I guess you could say. We weren't necessarily finding any oversteer or understeer, which to me means I'm not pushing it hard enough. We got to find the new limit, and it's a little scary to do that. Felt a little more like it. We have a few 8.6s here today, and I think I'm like second in the 8.6s, so I guess that's good. Maybe. At this point, to be extremely frank, I've been for sure humbled by some of the faster drivers that are here, and like, man, if you could be taught a lesson that gear is not the not always the answer, that's for sure. But we'll see if we can at least improve. Trying to at least hit our last lap time, 52:01. If we can at least get to that goal, I'll be very, very happy. one thing that's going to change with these events pretty soon is we're going to be getting the correct timers, the ones that you can get that will hook up to your phone, so that way we'll be able to refresh lap times like right away, instead of having to wait and have this non-stop anxiety attack. Felt like pretty good exit speed on that last section, and that's usually the what I like to call the make it or break it. Is as soon as you hit that hairpin, the really slow turn, it's that one hairpin is pretty much decides the rest of your lap. It's a really tough section to nail down quickly. That felt pretty good considering the limits we were hitting that time compared to the first session. It is officially our third session. I don't know if we're getting another one after this, so we're just gonna have to go at it. Loudest exhaust you've ever heard in your life. Really intense trying to drive at like full send mode with coilovers on. I gotta admit, it's learning like a whole different beast at this point. Corners way different than it did before. I feel like it's capable of doing a lot more. good, but yeah, man, that felt pretty good, honestly. So I'll be interested to know what the time is there. It's kind of difficult to grasp that you come out here on coilovers and you expect, you know, that you're just gonna come out balls out, lap one, break a new record. And clearly it wasn't the case for me, but I gotta admit the limits on the car have changed like drastically. So guys, we're gonna be ending today's video in a different way than our prior autocross videos. We usually have always filmed it on site. We've, you know, done our outro, etc., etc. But I just wanted to give my 2 cents on the whole situation of throwing the coilovers on, giving my experience, my feedback, etc. The general parameters. We threw the coilovers on the car, we got our alignment, and we also had the settings for the dampers, I believe they're called, at 8 clicks, which is essentially like the street driving setting. It's essentially what the manufacturer Tein recommends initially for you to start out on. So in that manner, we kind of handicapped ourselves a little bit by not having the more aggressive feel for the suspension in the first place. So I will give credit there that it wasn't exactly a perfect experiment. But beyond that, the car felt extremely fast in the corners, but that feeling was really a placebo essentially. The sensation of speed was way higher, but was it actually faster? Not necessarily, as we saw. And my last point here is I'm still getting used to the car, so that's very difficult to factor in as well. So just the fact that it's such a big change, it changes the way the car feels entirely. I would imagine, and I think that the grip level, the grip limit has been increased. So I would think that there's a lot for me to learn on my side of things as a driver. And I feel like I definitely noticed that there was a ton I needed to learn just from going to that event, from experiencing that many really talented drivers hop in the ring and like totally slay PBIR, some of their first times out, second times out. It was truly a humbling experience, and I learned definitely for me that there's a lot more I can work on. And if you take out the factor of the cars, you can really see the drivers who are pushing it really hard, who really have a good understanding of weight balance, who have a good understanding of driving, which I think was clear to me that I don't yet. Not only that, but I'm obviously not as comfortable with the car as I was previously at this point in time. So I'm gonna be much slower. I'm really hoping the next time we go out, I really use the information that I've learned from this past event and slay a little bit harder. I see in the footage there's tons of, I think, time that I'm leaving on the table after watching some of the, what I would call more talented drivers, after seeing some of their clips after the event. I'm pretty confident there's a few areas I'm doing entirely wrong. So I can't wait to get back at it, try it again, and also change the suspension settings this time around. So like I said, in my particular case, throwing coilovers did not make me any faster. But to give credit where credit is due, there were a lot of other factors involved that made me a little bit slower. And when you put things into perspective, my fastest lap was a 52.01. Our fastest lap this past event was a 52.9. So we're not entirely off of our target area or our fast area. Generally speaking, I'd say that's time we can make up as we get used to the car, more familiar with the car, etc. Really only that last lap, lap 9 of the video, was I really comfortable to any degree with the car and trusting of what was about to occur when I would throw it around a corner, etc. So I feel like there's still a lot more work to do. There's a lot more getting used to the car that needs to happen. Potentially some more mods in the future that I think would be beneficial to us. But for now, I think just some good old-fashioned seat time is what we need the most. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, in my particular experience, throwing coilovers just haphazardly on a car and taking it to autocross, not necessarily gonna make you faster. what probably will make us faster is actually dialing in the suspension and not just using street settings, etc. Really putting them to the highest potential use. So that's something we're going to do at the next event. We'll see if we can get a faster time. But like I said, lots of different factors that play into that. But anyways, that is going to be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, comment if you have a question. I hope to see you at an autocross event in the near future. We're starting to get it cranking nowadays, so the COVID scare is finally coming down a little bit, and we can finally get back to some events because we all need it. Lord knows. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Bye-bye.